Hello. Hello, how's it going? How are y'all? Uh, sorry, I literally just finished uh day job stuff, so my brain is cranking to the other side of my life. Slowly. Sketchy, how's it going? Bootat, how are you? Ani, thank you for the hydrate. 50 stream streak, Sketchy, that's awesome. Thank you for streaking. Belint, oh my god, Belint. Congratulations. Little Buster Brown. First name, if for those that don't know, Science had a baby. First name Buster, second name Brown, third name Bowl Boy, fourth name Rowan, fifth name unknown, sixth name Science, seventh name Media. So that's Buster Brown, Bowl Boy, unknown, Science Media, Rowan. Nope, Rowan was number 5. Rowan Science Media, last name unknown because privacy. We don't want to dox the baby. Uh, Congrats. Sorrow, how's it going? 2:30, go to bed. Virtue, what is up? Leth, how are ya? Hadouken. Booyah, serious question. What's too short for a game trailer? I think nothing's too short. I think you can pull off a 5-second trailer. If your game is suited for that, I think a 5-second trailer could work. It has to be a certain kind of game, though. It really depends on the game, I think. I think trailers can be too long. I think that trailers could be too short if they're packed with too much stuff. You just need to be really careful. Like, honestly, I think my trailer now, I packed too much stuff in it, and the shots feel quick and disjointed, and it feels short. I feel like either I need to make my trailer longer again, or I need to cut out some shots to let them breathe. So, raw length, I don't really think raw length is the metric, but I think that you can be trying to have too much information in a short amount of time. Docs or box baby? Docs baby. Also, hello. Yes, good morning. You're good, Leth? That's great. I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm sitting at 15 seconds, but it's fast cuts that show the whole game. It's a short action game. I think 15 seconds could work, honestly. Like, television commercials are 15 seconds. Television commercials are little trailers for products. Sometimes they are trailers for movies. Sometimes they're trailers for video games. Like, you can communicate everything you need to communicate in 15 seconds. As someone who makes commercials for a living. Ab, how's it going? Trailers should be 1 minute, like a YouTube short length. I think that a trailer. I think that the platform matters. I think if you want to show up on IGN Trailers YouTube channel, they're not going to put a 15-second teaser on it, but that's a whole nother story. Mr. Zombie, how's it going? Good morning. That's not the answer I wanted. No, I think you know your game, right? Are you communicating everything in 15 seconds? Do you need to say more? Like, if you don't need to say anything more, if you think that a viewer coming in cold and seeing your 15-second trailer understands your game and it provides a level of excitement with just that 15 seconds, that's okay. You could do that. I don't think you're required to give it all away. I don't think the players they're not entitled to more. You give them as much as you want. A teaser and a trailer are not the same thing. Sure. What is a trailer supposed to communicate? Trailer is supposed to make you understand the game. If you can make someone understand the game in 15 seconds, then that's fair. If a teaser is just a hint at a game, so it's about context. What a teaser and trailer is. I don't think it's about length. Indies should not have teasers. Indies needs to show everything as much as possible. Don't hold back. Sure. But again, I think if you're saying everything you need to say in 15 seconds, that's okay. Bigger games are going to require like longer trailers. Also, like slower paced games are probably going to require a longer, slower trailer just to get the right atmosphere, to get the right vibe. My full game takes 45 minutes to play right now. I mean, yeah, if you want to share it, you can share it. We can all judge it. Augie, how's it going? Only been at work 2 hours and already have no emotional capacity left. Bad day to be in my job. Oh no. Oof. Dying. I have the heat on. I need to hold back some of the mystery to my game, but show enough to hook the player. Yeah, horror games are. I don't understand. Is this a form of harassment? Like, is this a form of harassment that's happening? Am I being trolled? We're gonna ignore it. It's a tough balance. It is. Horror games seem tough to do right, especially since it's all mystery and atmosphere. And like, you don't want to give away the jump scares. You don't want to give away any of the puzzles or whatever. What is that name? I don't know. Sketchy. Listen, if you're a viewer here and you are gifting these people subs out of generosity, consider giving subs to people who are active chatters and would benefit. Please consider giving someone who would enjoy a sub. But if you're trolled, then whatever. Give it to me. Yeah, give iHeart a sub. Don't give I would never troll a sub. All right, so how y'all doing? How are you all doing? Also, why don't I have stream why don't I have alerts for subs right now? That's weird. Maybe I don't have alerts for anonymous subs. I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about this. Alerts? What happened to the alerts? Edit alerts. They're all different now. Subscriptions. Prime, resub, new subscriber, new variants. General settings. I don't know. How do I cancel? I mean, whoever's doing it is very fast at making new usernames. Yeah, I don't know why sounds are not playing. Should be. That's what should happen. Oh wait, Augie, I missed your message. I'm going down a technical art rabbit hole today. Uh, yeah, don't do that. There's only so much complaining I can do. If you're gonna keep doing it, then I can't stop you. And I'm not gonna try anymore. And I hope you all stop me from going down my rabbit holes. All right. So I don't know if anyone remembers or if anyone was here yesterday at the end of the day. There was a weird bug where the player was morphing into the guests. And that was a crazy bug. It like blew my mind. I felt like I was in some kind of psycho thriller. Uh, and it's all fixed. It was a very stupid bug, but it's all fixed now. I'm very close to these procedural guests being done. So now they have their names above them. They have their names here, and they even go into a special chat window that it's missing a few options. This like how are you button. I'm gonna get rid of that. So it's really just kind of make a recommendation. And the next thing is they never request items. I need to figure out why they're not requesting items. So I'm gonna get rid of this how are you button because the how are you button is really like, like what do you want to, what's your backstory? What are you all about? What's going on with you? And these are private guests. So I need to get rid of that. So I have this alternate conversation that doesn't do all this special stuff. It's very simple for a procedural guest. And this how are you? I'm pretty sure I don't need it, so I'm just gonna delete it from the connection for now. And this bubble right here is if they want to request an item from you, then this shows up. If they don't have any requests, this doesn't show up. But a guest, when checked in, should always have something ready to go. I think it's this, has item request. I need to find this function. Has item request. This is in the NPC system. I cycle through all the NPCs. I check their dialogue name, which is wrong, and then I see if they have something. So this is the problem. I need to... So if the NPC name equals the NPC name, or NPC name equals NPC name, I think this will do it. I think this will do it. Okay. You said this isn't a dating sim. It's not. It's not a bug. Wait, it's not a bug. You simply discovered your game. Wait, what? Oh, I see. I did not see that. What? Yeah. So in the process of getting the procedural guests to save their appearance, they somehow managed to infuse their look into the player's look because there was a scriptable object that was a globally shared scriptable object of data, and the NPC at some point was able to infuse its data into that, and then the player grabbed it. It was pretty easy to get rid of, but it was really freaky. It was really freaky because the whole point of what I was doing was I was trying to make sure that the guests looked the same. And I was like memorizing their looks. I'm like, okay, this person has yellow hair and a yellow beard, and they have dark skin. And then I played, I shut the game off, I turned the game back on, I played a little more, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is the character that I was remembering. I'm that character. It was like freaking me out. It was just a weird bug. You can make some generic answers too. Yeah, I could. I want to keep them private for now. Like I'm going the private route. Like they don't want to be talked to. They're just a private person. Remember when we were talking about what should I call them, like reserved or private? I ended up going with private person with the word person. So it's not like their information is private. They're just a private, like their trait is that they are a private person and they just don't really want to talk to you. And I'm going to have a tutorial that when a guest shows up that is private, it's going to pop up and be like, "Hey, this is a private person. They just want to stay at the inn and be taken care of. They don't want to talk about their life. Some people are just like that, winky face." And then there's going to be other guests that they might have like a special icon on their head when they show up. Like, this is a special guest. They have backstory. They're important. They're VIPs. If you need to kick someone out, let the VIP in. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it for now, but I'll figure it out. You can make some. Oh yeah, I read that already. Maybe that would discourage players from using it on those with backstories. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it out for now. If I come up with something interesting that I can put there, I'll put it back. It'll be interesting if I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to do like randomized stuff because stuff repeats and then the characters feel flat. I'd rather them just not say anything for now. Seribot banned spam detector or spam detected. Thank you, Seribot. You're so nice and kind. Renting by the hour. No. So Addison. Need anything. There we go. So now it popped up. Need anything? Can you get me requested item? Oops. Why? Okay, so why don't they have that? Also, it says debug guest. Huh. Oh, I think I know why. Polyglot, how's it going? Thank you for the hydrate. I wonder if it says this. I wonder if it says this in the other location too. Why do I do this? Okay, so when this happens, what do I do? Where does this conversation go? I send a message, check item requests for once. And it probably goes to the NPC in guest interactable. It goes here, check item requests for once. If can this just be a Boolean? Does this have to jump dialogue to different areas? Item requester player knows. Oh, if the player knows what they want. If the player doesn't know what they want, ask if they are requesting something. Then show this. Okay, Constance item request ID. Jump dialogue. This straight up starts conversation and goes to a certain state. Dialogue manager, conversation controller, go to state. Second conversation state. A conversation state. What is this? Oh, this is for oh, I see. Yo, Turgus. Turgus, how's it going? Shout out to Turgis, everybody. Turgis, how are you? Thank you for raiding in. What did you get up to today? Why would it say debug guest? Because we're not starting a new conversation. We are continuing the conversation somewhere else. But it's not carrying over who is talking. More Final Fantasy XIV Savage raids. Did you complete any good ones? Or did you get an 8-hour raid wipe? Yo, Wartstone, how's it going? This is confusing. Go to state does not keep the right conversant. Kilika, good morning. What can I do here? And what is a conversation state? What is a conversation state? Conversation state. All right. Let's see what it is. It's the current state of conversation, which can also be thought of as the current position in the dialogue tree. Okay. Interesting. Chat ID. Get dialogue entry. Conversation ID. Dialogue entry. There's an overload here. I wonder what that is. Just a link. I see. Okay. Okay. Get state. The entry. Include links. Stop at first valid and skip execution. There's an overload here too. The overload is just a straight up dialogue entry. Without all the extras. Okay. Conversation model. Let's see. So can I grab like who the conversant is? Dialogue manager dot conversation model dot get PC name, get state, character info. Gets the character info for a character given its actor ID. Returns the name of the PC in this conversation. What is PC? The player character? How do you get the NPC character? PC sprite. Let me just try something. I re-cleared the first 2 fights and now stuck on the 3rd. Are you with people? Like, are you doing this by yourself or are you with like a giant group? Bado, thank you for the hydrate. A PC is the thing you've left to collect dust. Oh, I got my cable today. After stream today, I'm going to finish setting up this PC or sometime tomorrow maybe. I'm gonna try and do the stream from PC before Friday or Friday. If not tomorrow, then Friday. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So generic response would be no guest states. Here we go. Item request. So here it says, yeah, the conversant is the debug guest. I wonder what happens if I'm talking to an actual guest, like a normal guest, and not a procedurally generated one. If I get a random guest in here. Okay, so Tina. What is on Tina's face? Oh, it's just the glasses again. All right, so Tina is checked in. And when I talk to Tina and I say need anything, oh, it says debug guest here also. Interesting. I would love request item. Also, this totally broke. Huh. This totally broke. Interesting. It's an 8-person fight. I'm not going in with friends. I'm with randos, which makes it even harder. Yeah, it does sound hard. So when you just like, so you just raided in, but are you still playing because you're in a raid with randos and you can't stop? I'm assuming you are. Did I totally break this system? Request item. I think I did because it doesn't know where to grab this message from. I just signed off. I wanted to keep going, but I shouldn't. What does that mean? They have to replace you? Because I remember that, where like someone needs to go and you got to wait around and replace that person. Oh my god, Yag! Yag, welcome in. Shout out to Yagman. As is tradition. As is tradition. Hello. How was your stream today? We were just rated by Turgus as well. How are you doing? What did you get up to today? Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. Work on this cozy life sim Innkeeper-Sim game, and I'm having issues with systems I made years ago and I haven't looked at in a long time. That gamer, I appreciate the lurk. Double raid, yeah. Yeah, how's it going? How was today? Stream is lovely. Had a chill catch up about life. I hope everything in life is according to plan. I hope there's nothing making it painful. The party I was with fell apart. They were not ready for a clear. Was going to join another party, but I should get some sleep. Turgus, I saw a baby on your lap today. I saw a baby on your lap while you were streaming. I would lurk for a bit. That's got to be hard. Lots of us had Easter weekend, so ate a lot of chocolate. Oh man, do you need it to be Easter to eat a lot of chocolate? Because I eat so much chocolate every day. It's almost like Easter every day. It's kind of disturbing. Did I do anything for Easter? I went out to like a fancy Korean yakiniku place. That was kind of fun. How was your Easter weekend? It's just a nice excuse to eat even more chocolate. I agree. So yeah, so right now I have these guests. I have procedural guests and I have story written backstory handcrafted guests. So here's a procedural one. they don't have any conversation options to like talk about themselves, but that you can ask them if they need anything. And this item requester doesn't work anymore. They don't request things properly. And I feel like it's because when I jump conversation from the question to the response, something's getting lost in between, and I don't know what. Went for a bike ride through Bluebells here in England. Nice, nice. I love a good bike ride. I used to bike all the time. I used to live in New York City, and I lived in Queens, and I worked in Manhattan, and I would bike across the bridge like a few times a week. I couldn't do it every day because I wasn't strong enough. If I did it one day, I was too weak the next day, so I'd have to do it like 3 times a week. I need a day of rest because my legs were just beat. But yeah, I used to bike a lot to work, and then one day I just stopped and I never did it again. And I had my bike for like I rung around my bike from apartment to apartment for like 10 years without using it, and I finally gave it away when I moved here to Japan. Biking is hard. Yeah, it's not just you. It is not just you. It's the bridge when you go over the Queen, like the what was it? The Oh my god, I forgot the bridge name. It was the bridge that connected Queens and Manhattan. It's like a mile long bridge, and it's a half mile like up and then a half mile down. And that up is so painful after a minute. It's like, yeah, it's just you could be on the lowest gear, pedaling as hard as you can, and it has nothing. There's no protecting yourself from how painful it is to go up that bridge. And then going down the other side is so dangerous because if your brakes aren't working, or if you're on like a fixed gear bike, those people are insane. There's a lot of hipsters that live in New York, of course. So if you were on a fixed gear bike going down, what I would see them do is they would be going down really fast, and they'd have to do like a bunny hop to get the wheels off the ground, and then their slam their feet like as hard as they can to like brace themselves. And when they landed, they just had to come to a skidding halt. Like that was the only way because their feet are moving, right? So they do the bunny hop to get it so that they can stop, because it's impossible to stop once you're in motion. And then they just skid. And it's like, really? How did you decide to do that for the first time? It seems so dangerous. Yeah, it's very scary. And when they're going down, they can't go full speed. You know, their legs would fly off. So they have to like, not only do they have to work really hard to go uphill, but then they have to work really hard to not go too fast downhill. They're like putting pressure going backwards, and I could never do a fixed gear. It seems painful. I don't know why anyone did it. Man, I feel like I need to message the creator of this tutorial, or not this tutorial, this plugin. It's the only way I'm going to get an answer. I'm going to type up a message. I wonder if he's awake right now. Oh, maybe. Probably not. I don't know where he is in the world. Yeah, there's a message from 5 hours ago. He didn't respond, so I would assume he's sleeping. Maybe you know what I'll do? I'll just move on to the next thing. I'll ignore this for now. I'll move on to the next thing and come back to this later. So what is the next thing? Also, Yag, feel free to share anything if you wanted to share any kind of links, socials, any kind of fun work you're doing, anything. Alexander, welcome in. What seems to be the issue? Perhaps we can assist. Well, so I'm using Pixel Crusher's dialogue system for my dialogue. Also, Steven, how's it going? So what's the problem I'm on? I'm in a conversation, right? I'm in a conversation here. And when I get to this point and the player chooses this this like, hey, do you need anything? Do you need it? Do you need any items? What happens is it sends a message to the NPC to check for any items that they have requested. If they do have an item that they've requested, what it does is the code in C# tells the dialogue system to go to a different conversation and continue it there. So we go to item request conversation. It starts here. It chooses a random one of these and is just like, okay, can you get me a requested item? And what's happening is when we're going from that conversation to this conversation, the dialogue system doesn't know who's talking anymore. What it does is it falls back to this default guest debug guest, which you always need to insert a conversant as a default. Like you know, you have to have a conversation with someone. You can't talk to nobody. If you set this to none, all hell breaks loose. So you have to set it to something. So I set it to guest debug guest. But the dialogue system is smart enough to know that if I trigger this conversation from another character, it's like, oh, okay, it's not the debug guest anymore. It's this character is now taking the place of debug guest, and it knows to fill that in throughout the whole conversation. But I guess it doesn't know how to do that. It doesn't know how to carry that information from a conversation to another conversation smoothly. Can the default be tortoise? Cog, how's it going? Tony Lee question. Yeah, I was just about to type something to Tony Lee, but I don't know where he is in the world, and I'm assuming he's not going to get back to me in a while. You know what? I'll just type it anyway. Oh, wait. Also, I wanted to do this. Let me actually do that. Meal guest requests failed regular conditions. What is this? Item requester. Collection passes conditions. Wait. This can be part of the problem. Maybe? Conditions. Failed regular conditions. Item collection. I wonder if they... All right, I'm going to do some diagnostics. Before I message Big Tony, I'm going to do some diagnostics. What's the method you're calling to go to the other conversation? I'm calling dialog manager conversation controller go to state, and I'm getting that state from here. And yeah, Big Tony. Now that's a New Yorker name. It's not Big Tony. Totally. That's a good nickname. All right, so this is a procedural guest. Logan, need anything? Can you get me this? So Logan doesn't exist. Why? Ani, 20 stream streak. Do I skip dinner or make a croissant sandwich? Always make a croissant sandwich. Okay, this is Logan. I mean, if it were me, I hate eating before bed. So I probably wouldn't make anything. I would just go to bed. But if you didn't eat dinner, you gotta eat dinner. You gotta eat 3 meals a day. Where's the item requester? It's here. Item requester. The item request. So they do want something. Consumable drink green tea. They actually do want something. Meal guest request failed regular conditions. I don't know what that funk that means. I ate eating before bed. Beegs, are you okay? Eat, you guys can afford food. Hadouken, don't joke like that. I skip breakfast too? Honey. Eat food. Yeah, I'm gonna start work now and make breakfast with all this yummy food talk. Yes. Enjoy your breakfast. Try and get through the day as calmly as possible. I don't know if you like your job or not, but it's gonna be okay. Have a good one. And thank you for the raid. Shout out again to Yagmanex. So they want something, but it's not properly showing up in the text. Yes, I believe this text issue will get resolved once I figure out why the game object conversant is not being passed along. Oh, look at that. And player. This player's name is player. Great. Maybe there's other dialogue manager dot conversation controller dot conversant info. I can only get it. I can't set it. Print. Let's print this. What is the info? I can say name. So we're going to just print who the conversant is after we go to the and before. So I'll see if it's losing the information when I go through this state. You love your job. That's fantastic. That's how you live. You have to love your job. All right, you don't have to, but it's nice if you do. I don't like my job today. Already been punched twice? Ab. What? Why are you getting punched? Start conversation. That's the thing. I can't start a conversation because I'm already in one. So that's why I use the go to. Are you a sparring coach or a dentist? Oh, God. Sketchy. That link I copied was bad. Thanks, Twitch. Aged care with dementia patients. Oh, my God. That is a very respectable job you have, Abby, and it sounds very difficult. Also, where's my dog? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's sleeping on the balled up rug that I had to take away from him because he kept peeing on it. Ridiculous. Set conversant. Oh, you can just set it? You can just set it. Okay. Okay, then I'll do that. So if I say, here we go. If I say need anything, it's Addison. It only does it once. Did I not save? Oh, it must have not compiled. Wait. Or maybe it's, no. What? Why would it only print it once? Wait, where'd it go? I just dragged it onto the screen. There it is. So what? Set conversant? No? Conversation controller class. Conversant. Conversant info. So, but that you can't set that. So I think whatever Steven posted might be right. Need anything. Why is it only doing this once? $190. And it thinks it's this line. Wait a minute. What is going on here? All right, we're gonna close down Visual Studio. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's not recompiling. Guest interactable. You look at me, Wendell. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? Welcome in. Okay, color code, please. There we go. We're gonna restart Unity also. We're gonna restart Unity also, because why not? How to change empty conversant in the middle of a conversation. Do you mean in the editor or design time? I mean at runtime. You say master database.get dialog entry. Conversant ID equals some actor. But it's not an actor. That's the thing. It's not an actor. It's just a string. I wonder if that matters. If, on the other hand, you want to change the conversant's name that's shown in the dialog text, for the currently running instance of the conversation, set variable conversant some name. Okay. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Do I do it before or after? And it's going to be npc name. The problem is the game object. The game object is not sending these messages to the guest now. So that's why it's showing in brackets request item instead of the item they want. Because what happens is the guest itself receives the line of dialogue and parses through it for that keyword and then sends it back to the dialogue system fixed with the item name. So I still need to figure out how to insert the game object as the conversant. So Lucas, now this is just straight up broken. What? Wait, what just happened? I couldn't click on anything. Pelly, how are you? The game object is procedurally generated, yes. If there's like a set like conversant game object as well, that might be useful. Okay, need anything. Debug guest. Still says debug guest, but it is saying Addison twice now, which seems right. What if I do it before? Maybe I need to do it beforehand. If, on the other hand, you want to change the internal information. Oh, conversant information. Here we go. Yeah, Steven, this was it. It's literally just I just had to scroll two more lines. Go to state. You just have to set the conversation model transform to transform. However, the typical way to use a different game object for the conversant is to supply it to the game, the dialog manager.start conversation, or assign it to the conversation's triggers conversant field. Note that if you supply null, dialog system will automatically try and find a game object whose name or override matches the actor's name. Yeah, nah. That's not what I want. This is a weird issue. This used to work. Like, this used to work just fine. So the fact that it's not working makes me feel like something else is wrong. Come back, Logan. Need anything? Oh, I would love a request item. All right, so this is happening now in the right frames. But this is not changing. If I go to dialog system watches, and then I go to refresh all, conversant and conversant index. The conversant is Logan. Which, yeah, doesn't seem to be working. The actor is player. The actor index is player. The conversant is Logan. Wait, Tony Lee should have a 1990s MTV style show called Totally Wild and Raw with Tony Lee, where he answers dialogue system questions. He answers questions all day long. Man, I mean, it's just such a complex tool. Could it be tied to the code behind procedurally generated game object? I don't think so, because it's not working with the regular guests as well. Could be an issue with displaying or getting the item. I think it doesn't know who the what game object it is. So here we go. Let's try something else. Instead of setting it here, I'm gonna print it. So print. Let's see what transform it thinks it is before and after I call go to state. And I'm going to get rid of this conversant name stuff. We're just going to keep it as it was. Totally as it was. See if this breaks. I mean, I did update dialogue system at some point. This could have been working before the update and not working after. I'm not sure. All right, Logan, Lucas. Yeah, Lucas. Hi. Need anything? Guest root. Look at that. It still knows who it is. It still knows who it is. Request item. Okay, new plan. New plan. I go to the NPC not description panel. NPC dialogue helper. This is where we parse that message. On conversation response. Parse this. Okay. So I'm gonna print who's parsing the messages. Who is doing it? It should print guest root and the guest's name. Also, one more thing. When we spawn a guest, spawn guest system, I set their name to procgen guest dot guest name. I want to do that here. Yes. So now when they spawn, they won't all have the same name. We know that it knows. We know that it knows what the item is and who the conversant. Yeah, it seems like it still has the connection to who it needs to have a connection to, and the item is properly generating. Let's see if it's sending that message to the right NPC. If it's sending it at all. It's possible it's not sending the message. I usually hate send message, but it's kind of... Oh, wait. Yeah. It's definitely working. The send message is fine. All right, come back here. All right, good morning. So guest root. Logan is parsing this menu right here. It's clear. If I say need anything, nobody's parsing this. It's not sending these messages anymore. Nobody's parsing this. Okay. I wish there was a way to see like the whole conversation state easily. I wonder if there is. Core UI. No. Systems? Where's the dialogue system? I forget. Where'd I put it? Dialogue manager. Is it here somewhere? Like, is that information somehow visible here? Probably not. Conversation view? What if maybe there's like private variables I can peek at. Ooh, sequencer. Sequencer. Wait, it's gone now. Does it say Logan anywhere? Guest root. Speaker. Speaker listener. Oh, look at that. So now it actually knows that this person wants a drip coffee and I don't own any. If I click on it, it doesn't do anything. Totally fails. Doesn't even take us to the fake conversation. So the listener right now is the guest. The speaker is us. Now the speaker is nobody. The speaker is nobody. Why is the speaker resetting? It never used to do that. Top right, ... View in real time. What? Not private. Not in the inspector. The dialogue system tab will let you see all your variables. You mean this like watches list? But it doesn't show me the conversation stuff. I mean, whatever I was just looking at showed me. And it's definitely losing the transform to whoever is talking. But not to the player. I think because it's doing like a find all objects of type. What if I name the guest root? Would that help? What if I name the guest root? Let's just see if it automatically finds it somehow. NPC properties. NPC transform. Oh wait, I do that. Okay. No. Okay. NPC transform dot name equals NPC dot NPC name. Because it does say in his documentation that he does a bunch of stuff to try and find the actor. So maybe if it has the same name, it'll just find it. Question: when it comes to Steam pages, when is the best time to launch a Steam page? As soon as possible. I'm making a game, but I don't have enough footage to make a good trailer yet. Would you wait or go for it ASAP without a trailer? If you have like killer screenshots, maybe I would work really hard to get a trailer before finishing your game and get your Steam page up as soon as possible, because it just takes a long time to get wish lists. It takes a long time. And the more you put it off, the longer you'll go without knowing if what you're doing is what people want. All right. What did I even just change? Lucas. Need anything? Nah, didn't change anything. Right? Addison. Need anything? Wait. Current actor. Oh, this is. Wait, so it's still actually. No, it still knows who's talking in the dialogue system controller. The current conversant is Addison. But for some reason, down here, whatever this thing is, this sequencer, this speaker is getting lost. All right, now I think I know what to say. I'm just gonna send a message to Tony for when he wakes up. Wait, now he's got messages piling up. I hate that. All right, forget it. I won't. Forget it. I won't pile on. I'll wait. Wait like a good person. What? Maybe a quick Google search. Let's see. Dialogue system speaker getting lost when using conversation model.go-to state. Did I write that right? Conversation controller.go-to state. Yeah. How about if I just search conversation controller.go-to state? Okay, let's say I have a dialogue entry named hello. Now if I put some trigger into a hello entry. If I understand your question correctly, unfinished subtitle is. Ooh, no, I don't like this. This is the only. How about dialogue system? Legacy version. Maybe this is an old function that's depreciated. Deprecated? Deprecated. Go to state. Go to a conversation state. If the state is null, conversation ends. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm not going to do this go to state anymore. I think what I'm going to do is... Let's just get rid of this for now. Get rid of... So these are all the things I tried. This is what it used to be. NPC system. Has item request. Let me try something else. Wait. Right, check item request for once. So this is called right here. Check item requester for once. What I probably should do is have it return a bunch of bools. If the player knows... Wait, what? Oh, okay. So this is a tree of 2 different responses. Give item from dialogue. And then this is another... This goes to another place. Give item. And here... Received item. We somehow get to a thank you. I forget where. Mood altered. Relationship changed. Where's the thank you? Wait, it was here. Guess this is getting complicated. Let me close a bunch of stuff. I'm getting confused. Gucci, how's it going? Right. Oh, it looks like I don't do anything if it's false. It looks like I jump to a thank you if... I jump to a thank you if we give them the item. I don't do... It looks like I don't do anything if you don't have the item. Interesting. Okay. Requested item message. It's here. Need anything. Or this. I can make this complicated to fix this. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm missing something. The sequencer. Disable internal sequencer commands. Ab. Is that your first add me to the credits? Yeah, no. ×2. Bam, look at that. Boom. This is going to take me all freaking day. Speaker and listener. They already know what they want. I don't know what Logan wants. Need anything. Why does speaker get lost? Is there anything else that can lead me to that? Guest states item request. I wanted to do this in here. If I wanted all the no's and the yeses and the thank yous and all of that in here, what do I need? So first, this can format itself. That's totally fine. If the player knows what the item is, this formats itself. If we go into that conversation, the NPC system has item request. That's how we know if the thing should just show up. And then we send that message. The message jumps us from one conversation to another. But what we could do instead, we need to say request the item, a generic no, or a thank you. So create child. This is, no. And also, why is it one of 3? I would appreciate, can you get me? How does it know to do one of those? Do I do a random number? Jump to dialogue, item request. Jump dialogue. Chat ID 0. Looks like it should just do one of these. I don't know why it... Oh no, randomize next entry. Why is it grayed out? This is this is new. I understand edit anyway. This is new. Okay. So what I'm going to do is make link. We're going to do this. Sequence. Randomize next entry. Do I have to continue? I think I have to continue as well. Make link. Make link. Make link. Okay. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. Delete this. And delete that. So make another child node. Make link to this. Okay, so this one is just a pure continue. This is if the player doesn't know. This is if we need to check player or guest. Here we need to check if the player knows if there's something to ask, if there's something they want. Okay. So NPC system has item request. Public pool. Player knows item request. String NPC name. Same exact code except it's guest interactable. Guest interactable. How do I know? How do I know? Player knows item requester. This is private. This is, oh, this is guest. This is a part of the NPC interactable and it's public. Okay, so NPC system, NPC interactable, get interactable as NPC interactable dot item requester dot player knows. So if we find the NPC and we get their interactable, we get their item requester, we check to see if the player knows what they want. If the player doesn't know, so we need to register this function here. Has item request. Player knows item request. Player knows item request. Oh, this is such a pain. I have a trailer for you to pass judgment on the length of. I need to re-record because it's super blurry in some spots, but this is to give you an idea of length. Let's check it out. Wait. Let's watch it again. So the one thing, let's break it down. While I'm watching it, I see that there's coins and time. And I see that there's different levels. You might want to consider adding like some quick menu shots just to show how the game like is laid out. Like, is this a level-based game? Like, is there a completion screen that's like you completed the, you got all the coins, congratulations? Is there like stuff like that? I think so, but quick ones, super quick ones, just to show what you're doing. Like the actions look fun. Like, it looks really fun to have to control a guy in a pogo stick catching chickens. I think that's, you know, that's a draw. I would just give maybe one shot as to why. You know, if you're going to do that, is it for high score? Is it for coin collecting? What are the coins for? Do you buy stuff? You know, I've seen shots where just like it's just a quick scroll through stuff you can buy, or you know, just like you know, the completion of a level perfectly and 5 stars, whatever. Just I don't know. It's just a thought. Just a thought. Maybe it does feel short. I don't know. I want more. I guess I want more. But that doesn't mean that it's wrong. I think wanting more is it's enticing. There is stuff like that. I was avoiding it. I don't know. I wouldn't avoid it too much. I would put something in there. I think the sound effects are a little low. I can hear there's cute little bounce sound. That should sell the feel. I mean, yeah. I hear the coin collecting. I actually don't hear the bounce or anything. But my sounds are kind of low just so they don't, you know, feed back into the microphone. No buying, just progress through the levels. There's a leaderboard, but I was avoiding including it right now because I'm the only one on it. I mean, you might want to just put some like debug code to just add fake scores real quick. Because if that's a draw, that can be a draw. So you don't want to not show it because you know it's not filled in. You just fill it in with randomness. And this is a personal preference. Your first 2 shots, are you getting stuck in the corner? I would show, I don't know, I would show your first 2 shots like perfect, most satisfying bounces with nothing impeding you. Because when I was first, when, you know, when these as your first 2 shots, like I would just swap your third shot for your first shot. So your first shot being like this big, beautiful bounce, you know, and finish the bounce. Don't cut it before you land. Uh, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would cut one of these out because they're kind of the same. It's like jump into the corner to catch a chicken with corn stalks, and then jump into the corner to catch a chicken in corn stalks. Or you can just like move one of them somewhere else and move your third shot to the first shot. This one's great. You're literally chasing a chicken. The one in the snow. If you can draw out some of these where you're physically chasing a chicken, like very clearly there's a story like where you are you and there is a chicken and you are chasing it. Because some of these you don't know who you're chasing. It's like the chickens are doing crazy stuff and you're trying to find them. But that one in the woods, the misty woods, it's a really good shot that you can probably draw it out longer if you have more footage, like more head and tail. The video loops, it does loop well. It does loop well. Because the bouncing provides like a beat. The bouncing is like a visual beat that keeps going. So the action is very consistent. There's no like ramping up of action and coming down. Like the action is the bouncing and it's just very, very consistent. Showing chasing being, yeah. I would just be careful of the shots where your character's getting stuck too, because it feels there's like a feeling of being stuck watching it. So the first two shots, the shot with the guy sleeping, like I see you're knocking his hat off, which is interesting. But what's the shot after it? Oh, you're knocking another hat off. There's something about when the pogo stick crashes into something, and I don't know. I'm getting a sensation of being stuck. But honestly, the length doesn't bother me too much. Maybe just I mean you can also you can afford to make this longer at the end. Uh just to let that call to action sit for a sec. And don't be afraid to add some UI. That's my advice. Take it with a grain of salt. What do I know? What do I know? I get that stuck feeling too. I feel that too. It feels halting in places. Yeah. A little short clip of an end screen would be cool. Yeah, I think load up your leaderboard with fake names and fake scores and like scroll through it or whatever. And if you have a level completion UI with any kind of juice in it, with any kind of animation congratulatory juice, feature it to show what you're doing. To like there's like when you show that in a trailer, your level completion, it just makes the player want like the viewer want to do that. Like, oh, I want to get that. I want to get that. Congratulations! I bet I can do it. Um, maybe, maybe the end level has rainbow wavy text. If you get a high score, very juicy. Just add it. Just add it. See what it looks like. If you don't like it, take it out. Just try. That's the beauty of editing. It's so quick. Just record it, throw a shot in. Don't even worry if it syncs to the music. See if it looks good. I thought of chicken chasing Happy Wheels style, but that could just be but that just wait, but that could be just the pogo stick. What? I'm sorry. I'm lost. Oh, could be. That could be just the pogo stick. All right, I'm at a I don't like what I'm doing right now. I'm changing a lot. Hmm. So dialogue extensions, I'm adding a new function plus guest or NPC. NPC dot player knows item request. We pass in a string. We get back a bool. And we say conditions, custom, NPC, player knows item request. The player, it's variable conversant is true. No. We do this if it's false. We block it if it's true. Hmm. Player knows item requests. Is that what I wrote? Player knows item requests. Yes. So oh my god, what? What? Variable. Conversant. Right? So if I go to procgen, whatever, we go here. Variable, oh no. Conversant is in quotes. Conversant index. Index. I don't like what I'm doing. I'm changing too much. I'd rather just ask Lee. Why am I not just asking Lee? Okay. If the player doesn't know. Okay, so we need another one that's a generic no, I don't need anything. But if they don't have a request, it shouldn't show up. Did I mention I got stuck in the elevator at work tonight? No. That sucks. Also, Ani, I don't know if I hydrated. Thank you for that. Wait, one more thing. Dialogue system. Manually set speaker. What was the one? Steven, where's the one you sent? Or Sketchy? Sketchy, was that you? No, that was the... This is what Sketchy sent. Where's that page I just had up? Oh, it's here. Okay. Conversation model. Is this code readable? Let's see. Go to state. Okay. I didn't realize I can look at this. So what is this doing? It's grabbing, setting the current conversation state to the state. If the state does not equal null, that means we found a conversation that we can go to. Subtitle does not equal null. Active conversation record? What is this? Active conversation record. The active conversation record associated with the subtitle. Useful if multiple simultaneous conversations are running and you need to distinguish them. No. Check for change of conversation. Current conversation. Yeah, so there is a change. So it would do this. Inform participants on linked conversation start. Send a message to the actor and conversant. Used to send on conversation start and on conversation end messages. Yeah. Update participants on linked conversation. Update participants. What does this do? Call when linking to another conversation. If the player actor has changed, this method updates the PC portrait name and image. But I don't want to change. How do I tell it not to? State is group. I don't know what that's about. How was the code when it was last working properly? I don't know. It could have changed. That's the problem. It kerchunked, dropped a bit, sent me in a panic attack, and wouldn't move after. Had to use the call button in the elevator and be talked through how to get it working again to get out. Holy crap. That's crazy, Ab. Oh man, I'm glad you're okay. That's insane. Panda, how are you? Thank you for the hydrate. Update participants on linked conversation. Inform participants. Broadcast message. Actor.broadcast message. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible function. I hate it. Doesn't it like go through every component on an object and force feed it a method? Don't require a receiver. So how about this? How about this? Linked. So what was that? There was a message called linked something. On linked conversation start. So the NPC dialogue helper. Let's see. Let's see, just see what happens. Public void on linked conversation start. Print. Hey, we were linked to a new conversation. Ain't that cool? Not a great night. No. Oh my god. Time for me to stop slacking on jam. What jam you doing? The RN response was just, okay, I'll tell the boss. Not asking if I was okay or anything. Oh my god. Oh, Jackie's Jam. That's right. I saw someone else working on that. What's the theme? Is it a fun one? It keeps getting bigger. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Come back, come back, come back. All right, Logan. So when we go to this other conversation, need anything? Hey, we linked to a new conversation. Ain't that cool? Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna reset this back to the way it was. I don't like all this stuff. I don't like it. Make link. Actually, I could just, yeah, I could just do this. Make link. We get rid of this one. We get rid of the conditions. And then that's that. That's the same. Identical. So it does know that we're linked to a new conversation. Maybe here I can throw some code that's like, hey, don't forget to reset me. Override display settings? No. Hey, doggy, don't do that. Leave it. The doggy woke up and is now ready to cause chaos. No, leave it. He won't stop chewing on the rug. Just be cool for like 20 more minutes. Can you be cool? This dog has no chill. There is no chill in this dog. Chaos time, yeah. The unfortunate thing for me is when chaos time starts, the stream ends. And I legit got nothing done today. I've just, this is where I started and this is where I'm going to end. Fail. Is Puppy biting the cables? No, he's not biting the cables. I hid them all. He can't get to the cables, but he's chewing a rolled up rug that he was just laying on. He likes chewing on these fabrics. He thinks all the blankets are his and he likes to chew on them. So what was all that code that I was doing? It was like all these. No, it was this one. I set the conversant and I set the transform. The thing is, it's not losing the conversant's info. No. Come on, leave it. Kick it. Sometimes you have to kick your dog. Disclaimer, I didn't actually kick my dog. Got a headphone is dying. Ab. Have a good one. Try and get through the day. I know work sounded crazy. Current actor, current conversant. Come back, right? Need anything? Last conversation started. Interesting. Sequencer. All right. Forget it. Forget it. I'm just going to message Tony when he wakes up. Just keep going back and forth on this. Is there anything I can do before stream's over and not think about this for now? Procedural guests. Dialogue says Clay. It doesn't say Clay anymore. NPC carries standards. NPC show favorite item using emote. Can they return in the future? Should procedural guests have relationship points? Right now they don't. Ignore the how are you option. No custom greeting. Yeah. So now then what I need to do is fix the go to. Oh God, what did you just clip? Dialogue calls. Reach out to Tony. Oh my God, he's such a baby. The dog is crying now because he can't chew the rug because my foot's in the way. What? Out of context. Out of context. So, okay. I don't have portraits for these guests, and the NPC description panel has a spot for portraits. What I just did was if there's no portrait, I hide the image so it's not just a big white square. Let me see if that looks good when I do that. It's possible I need to redesign the window for this different kind of guest. It's something I can do. Okay, so Evelyn, do you have a room? Let me check. So yeah, that's stupid. It's just a big empty area. Also, they have hearts, which that's not a thing. They have favorites, which technically isn't a thing yet. They don't have favorites. And their preferences seem to not. Their preferences are working. These look like random numbers. But they don't have favorites. And they, yeah, this, okay, I got to redesign the menu. I got to redesign this for some kind of dynamic. I really just need to like move this up. A private person that enjoys keeping to themselves. And just have the room standards. Just get rid of this. Okay, I'll have to make a new menu. All right, the dog finally stopped. Set a camera up to screenshot your ProcGen guests when they get generated and use the screenshot as their portrait. Yeah, I thought about that, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I mean, it doesn't have to. I mean, yeah, it would live in memory. It would live in memory, but not on the hard drive. I could just make all these guests using editor tools. And they won't even be procedural anymore. They'll just be a giant list of guests. What Steven said. Oh my god, the dog is making the most ridiculous noises. Maybe their image is their 3D model. Yeah, that's complicated. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to add like render textures and stuff in the UI. I think I need to raid out. The dog's going crazy. All right. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid. Oh my god, look who's on. Look who's on. Killica Beats is on. We gotta raid Killica. He's not doing game dev. I don't care. We're raiding Killica Beats. He's a good friend of the stream. He's the one that composed all this music we're listening to. This is Dog. This is Moo. Abyss, how's it going? Raiding when Doggo just came out. Pretty sure that's a crime. This is what you do. I can't take this for very long. He's just chewing on my hands. End of stream dog tax time, yeah. This new dev called Booyah Grandma's on. He ain't new, he old. Let's raid Killica. When we raid Killica, I'm gonna start a battle, and then we all have to follow to get 300 channel points, and then constantly attack him, okay? That's the raid message. We're gonna battle him, and we're gonna defeat him. He's got a channel point redeemed for attacking him. Oh no. Oh god, what did he just do? He just hit. Are you sure you wish to he just went to delete an OBS scene. No. No. He clicked on the delete button. Let's do some credits. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Alexander, thank you for the follow. You look at me, Wendell. Thank you. Those subs, ridiculous. I don't like them. Stop doing it. Finn, thank you for modding. And Yag and Turgis, thank you for the raids. Let's go say hi. Oh, he's calm now. He's calm now. Oh, isn't that nice? Aren't you nice? Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let's go say hi to Killica. Thought Moo was starting us over. No. Sorry, we couldn't help figure it out. It's okay. I'll get it. Yeah, today was a wash. Today was a wash. It's okay, though. Atrum, take it easy. All right. If you haven't wishlisted Alpine Lake, please do so. There's a